Hey, just wanted to talk really quickly about LittleFoot. LittleFoot is a kick drum enhancer. It's kind of like a Sasquatch Lite. We took kind of the simplest sections of Sasquatch and stuck them in a plugin. So let's take a look at this. We have a bypass. So what I have here is a drum loop. That we can listen. I'm going to just solo this kick drum so we can really hear what's going on. All right, so with LittleFoot bypass, this is what our kick drum sounds like. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is disable this oomph section. You notice we have two sections. We have the oomph and we have the dry. The oomph section, well, the dry section is, it basically passes through what's coming in. The oomph section is what gives it its low end. So let's take a listen. Let's enable it. Okay, so oomph is disabled, dry is just passing through it, so it sounds the same. Nothing different. So let's talk about oomph. We have frequency. That tells us what frequency we're going to be boosting in the low end. We have sustain, which will tell us how long that low end will hold. And threshold. Threshold is kind of like a gate input. It doesn't gate the sound, but it gates what is triggering this low end boost. So I'm going to leave it down here. Let's enable this. Okay, so you can immediately hear there's kind of a boost in the low end. So let's adjust this frequency. You can hear what's going on. Yeah, it goes all the way up to 200. Oh, that doesn't sound very kick drum like. Default is 48 hertz. The sustain. Let's do this up. And I mean, that's all there is to the low end. You can turn it up or down so you're not blowing out your speakers, but okay, so let's move over to the high end or the dry section. Aside from just the volume control, we have this resonant high pass filter. This is basically code taken directly out of Bark of Dog and stuck right here. So this kind of serves two purposes. One, it's just a normal high pass filter. What happens is if you have a kick drum that has a lot of low end, and you want to add some oomph to it, you don't want the original low end fighting with the new low end. So for example, if we have our oomph set here to 60 hertz, what I would normally do is just high pass this so that the 60 hertz is taken out of the dry signal and the new 60 hertz doesn't have anything to fight with. So let's hear that. Take this out, you can kind of hear them battling each other. Also, what is kind of nice about this high pass filter is that it has this resonance function. So let's bring this up to 66 hertz and we boost this resonance. This is a trick that I love for boosting low end on not just kick drums, but almost basically any track where I need to high pass filter, get rid of the really low rumble, but keep it from being thin. What it does, it gives a little boost right above the corner frequency of this high pass filter. So we have 66 hertz, it's boosting just above that. And you can boost way more than you'd ever want to. And as you adjust this, you can hear it. So sometimes you don't even need this oomph section, all you need is this. Sometimes you need this high pass to put them in, have them work together. As always, when you're working with low end like this, it's easy to kind of go overboard. You get volume control for each section, so you can kind of bring it down to a more usable level. And that's all there is to it. We tried to make this as simple as possible to use. Just set your frequency, set your sustain, and high-pass filter your original signal, and you have a very oomphy bass drum, kick drum. So here's what it sounds like with it on, and here's what it sounded like originally. No fuss, nothing to really screw around with, just try to make it as simple as possible. And that is LittleFoot.